to Minnesota PRSA Conversations. I'm Margaret Ann Hennon, a member of the PRSA College of Fellows and Minnesota PRSA. With me today is Candee Wolf, APR Fellow PRSA. Candee is a past Minnesota PRSA chair and also a former ethics officer of our chapter. And she is a brand new member of the PRSA College of Fellows. Congratulations, Candee.
Thank you.
And would you please share with us kind of a lesson learned from your practice of ethical public relations?
Sure. Very early in my career, well before I was a PRSA member, a colleague had inadvertently told me about the impending layoff of several colleagues, and one of whom was a friend. And I had a misplaced sense of advocacy, although I didn't even understand advocacy at that point, right? I disclosed the layoff information to my friend. And the result was widespread turmoil. Word spread quickly. There were a lot of hurt feelings, and I felt horrible. My intent was to help her out, I thought, but it was that misplaced sense of advocacy. What I did in subsequent years, once I became a PRSA member, and I should say I was a psychology major and then I went and got a master's degree in communications. So I didn't have a lot of PR classes through my education. But once I became a PRSA member, gained my APR, and learned more about ethics, I really applied that ethics misstep into a learning opportunity. And so over the years, I have talked with more than 250 PR students about that scenario. In terms of ethics presentations and informal mentoring over the years, I've dissected the scenario. We've walked through the code of ethics and the values and the provisions, and I've asked them, what would they apply? How do they feel that this fits in? And so we delved into those principles like advocacy and safeguarding confidences and the disclosure of information, and really explored the weight of ethics and personal accountability. So that ethics misstep really reshaped my approach to sensitive information throughout my career. And it was one of the significant reasons that I sought the opportunity to serve as Minnesota PRSA's ethics officer. And telling my story wasn't simply about rectifying a mistake. I really wanted to instill a culture of ethics and integrity for the next generation of PR professionals. So I firmly believe I grew from that experience. And if we don't grow from our mistakes, we're not learning. So my involvement with ethics has continued to expand my worldview of PR as the profession obviously changes. And I just truly look at that situation from years ago. It still has an impact on me and then how I work toward ethical excellence.
What an experience, and how frightening as a young professional to have something like that happen. But it certainly has built your integrity and has had a lasting impression on your career and the career of others.
It absolutely has. It was, at the time, it was something I was wholly unprepared for. And again, like I said, it has stuck with me more than 20 some years later. And I do believe in using it as a learning opportunity.
Great. Thanks, Candee. Thank you for being with me today.